My name is Nanna Aida Svendsen. And Yvonne asked me to read 3 poems for you tonight, which I'm really happy to do. And because they're in English, if you have questions, if you don't understand, let me know. No embarrassment. You're not supposed to be able to speak English to come to these events. So you're welcome to ask. And one poem will be from this book, The Shift. Because you asked me to put 3 poems. We put 3 poems in here. So one of the poems will be in this book, and another of the poems will be in From the Touch of Nordic Light, and the 3rd poem will be from no book at all, because I just wrote it, and I'm shy about it. But Yvonne seemed to think that I should read it.
Please. We need to hear that.
So I will. I wonder, could you just put those on the table? Okay. Can you hear me okay? Yeah. So, well, these are extraordinary times. I don't need to say much about that. We all know they're absolutely extraordinary times. I mean, why else would we be gathered for an author's reading, standing outside with sparklers, because we can't be inside together? And because we've got to be distanced. And I feel as though, I don't know if you agree, but I feel as though radical changes are happening, both collectively and within us. We're not coming out of this the same as we went into the beginning of this year, at all. And I think sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's really rough. And I had a spate when the second lockdown started to come in. I was like really angry. It's like, I don't want it. Freedom. But I also see the gift and the beauty in being encouraged to stay in and go deeper. Because when you can't go out and about, where can you go? There's nowhere to go except deeper inside. And the depth inside is where we find our gifts, is where we find, I experience anyway, our spiritual connection, the divine, and it's also where we find our pain and our wounds. So it's often why we don't want to go there. Who wants to meet the pain and the wound? But the thing with it is, in my experience, 68 years now on the planet, you can't get the joy if you won't have the pain. So I feel like these are painful and joyful times. And your intuition to make a book called The Shift was really incredible, because it is a shifting time. And one of the shifts that I felt recently, on one level it's very obvious. Hopefully, winning the election, he has won the election, but it's not straightforward. And I feel it's very typical that there's a new form, and the old forms don't want to let go, they don't want to support it. But what I felt more importantly than Biden, so this poem is not about Biden, it is about an experience I had very strongly of a new kind of male energy in the collective, or let's say the possibility of a new kind of male energy in the collective, and a new kind of male energy inside myself. So I wanted to write a poem called The New Masculine, to try and describe this experience. And you can see if any of it resonates with you, and if it doesn't, that's fine, and if it does, that's fantastic. So it's called The New Masculine. You can hear me okay? Sorry. The new, well, if it doesn't blow away. The new masculine cares for humanity, and the new masculine cares for humanity and the earth. He embodies consciousness, as well as the ability to bring awareness to the heart. He is empathetic. Rooted in the deep, he is connected to existence. the new masculine lives an examined life. He is able to discern wisdom from emotional wound. He knows the difference between an old wound and his wisdom, and has the courage to show his feelings. He is sound, well able to take action. He believes in mutuality. I think that's umsuscitate. He believes in mutuality rather than hierarchy. He does not dominate life. He doesn't dominate life. He supports it. He encourages unity rather than division, and has the capacity to stay with a process until it is done. The new masculine is able to set boundaries, protect the vulnerable, say no to abuse, while saying yes to compassion. Connected to an innate ethical sense, he forges forgiveness, fairness, and freedom. The new masculine does not endanger. He enhances and enriches, visioning and co-creating on somebody's head. This is not just about a new kind of man, though, or a new kind of woman. It is about a quality of masculine energy inside us, regardless of gender. The new inner masculine has a well-developed inner feminine, able to listen, receive, process, hold the space, and connect with knowing. The new masculine is able to honor and cherish these inner feminine traits. He's able to honor and cherish the inner child. You could say the ability to connect with, trust and support the inner feminine and child is the source. It is the source of a new kind of energy. The new masculine represents a shift of consciousness emerging now on our planet. If we continue to desire, acknowledge, and support it. So that's